There was a time in my life when I didn't leave not exactly my own apartment, for many months. I lived completely alone. There weren't even any cockroaches. My parents, who lived several thousand kilometers away, would call from time to time, but I usually just turned off my phone because I didn't want to hear from anyone. I ordered food online or by phone, various pizzas, breakfasts, lunches, and dinners delivered from all sorts of cafes. The internet was paid for a year and a half in advance. At that time, I mostly spent my days reading books, watching movies and anime, and wandering through the universe of F. Naturally, I had no daily routine to speak of. I could sleep for 20 hours, then stay awake for 10, take a nap for an hour, and then sit up again, losing all track of time. Not a single sound from outside made it into the apartment, at least not into my room. The windows were always shut tight and the air conditioner was always running. The windows were covered with thick burgundy curtains, and in addition, there were blinds as well. In short, almost always. The only source of light was always the screen and the nightlight switch in the hallway. That period ended with an event that was quite remarkable for me. To this day, I'm still not sure whether it was a dream or something else. One day during that youthful winter, it became completely unbearable. The walls and ceiling were pressing in, and the air felt stifling. I remember getting up from the desk, walking around the room, for some reason kicking a pillow lying on the floor, going to the kitchen where I groped around and found a bottle of mineral water on the table, and took a few sips. Returning to the room, I walked up to the window and decisively threw open the curtains. It was dark outside, and then there were those blinds. I drew the blinds apart and started peering into the darkness of the night outside the window. Strangely, I couldn't see any lit windows in the building across, no streetlights, not even the headlights of passing cars. I couldn't see the moon or the stars, only the greenish reflection of the screen on the glass. When I opened the window, I didn't hear a single sound. It feels as if the whole world is this apartment where I have spent all this time. And beyond that, there is only a cold and gloomy nothingness. I became afraid. I paced around the room, sat down on the bed, thought for a few minutes, and then resolutely headed for the front door. Unlocking 2 locks and a bolt, I pushed open the heavy, vault-like door and ran outside. Actually, I had a feeling I knew what I would see on the other side. Pitch darkness. I felt the urge to step out there, to meet the unknown. I even stretched my hand forward, but I couldn't bring myself to take a step. Slamming the door shut, I dragged myself to the bed and collapsed onto it with all my might. I don't know how long I slept, but when I woke up, the sun was shining brightly through the parted curtains. The usual sounds of the street, which I hadn't heard in so long, drifted into the room. A new day had come, and with it, a new chapter of life. In any case, it was either a dream or a hallucination. I don't want to consider a third option.